Hi, it's Molly and Joe, and I wanted to ask Joe today to tell you all a few of the things that he always tells me when I tell him that I'm concerned about aging. And I have to say that's probably one of my biggest fears is getting older, and you won't be attracted to me. People in general won't be attracted to me. I won't have worth or value. It's something we've written about a lot. And yet I still find myself, as the years roll on and the wrinkles come along, that I still worry about aging. And I always turn to you and ask you about, how do you feel about me aging?
Well, for one, I never think about it. So the only time I ever think about it is when you bring it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Those times when you worry about
Touché.
it, you know? It's not even on the list for me. It doesn't even show up as something important, right? I mean, your age is your age and mine is mine. We're aging at the same time, and we're doing our best to stay as youthful as possible, not just in appearance, which I think we both agree for us is important, but also in terms of our attitude. And, you know, having a youthful attitude, thinking young is way more important than being young in a lot of ways. You could be 35 years old, and I've seen this, and act 50 or 55 or 60 even, right? You've already settling into, the best of my life is behind me. And I think we're not settling into that. No, we're going, the best of our life is ahead of us.
Yes.
You know, if it's not right now.
Yes. I'm 5 years younger than you. And I've asked you, what if I were 5 years older than you?
If you were 5 years older than you and you were you, it wouldn't matter. Again, it's not the number, right? Mm-hmm. It's the age you portray, and it's not just the vitality, right? And you can. I've seen a lot of men and women who are older. They look older, and yet they have a youthfulness that it kind of transcends age, or it makes you not consider their age, right? Because you're so tuned in with their youthful energy that the age is not important.
That's interesting, because I'll see a man, we saw one yesterday, I bet he's in his 70s. He was very attractive to me. His energy and his spirit, I'm like, I'd date that guy. And so you're right. Like, from that perspective, I can see it. Of course, when it comes to me, I'm like, I can't see it.
Well, and I think that's the problem a lot of times with the online dating sites, right? Because you have a hard time really getting the sense of that person's youthfulness and vitality, unless they write something really, revealing in their profile. But to really meet somebody and then get a sense of, hey, how are they? Are they young for their age in terms of their vibrancy? That's what I'm looking for.
So I have another question to ask you, because this comes up a lot. Women particularly tell us that when they are doing the online dating thing, and let's say a woman is 45, and she will be looking at men's profiles, and they'll be, let's say, a comparable age, 45, and yet they'll say they're looking for a woman between the ages of 22 and 40.
Right.
And they exclude anybody their own age.
I think that there are many, many men out there who are not hung up on age, who are, of course, there are going to be a lot of men. I mean, we've sort of been conditioned that,
we're very conditioned.
Youth equals beauty.
Yes.
And I think it takes maybe a more mature individual to realize that youth doesn't equal beauty. That beauty just comes from within. And so, if you really want somebody who's a lot younger than you, maybe you want to take a look and consider why that is. What is it about somebody who is 20 years younger than you that you find so attractive? Are you really going to be able to connect on the same level?
When you say that it takes somebody with more maturity, it doesn't mean older.
No.
Right? Because I've met 25-year-old guys who say, I'd go out with any woman if they had these qualities that attract me.
Maybe maturity is the wrong word. Receptivity and openness to somebody's personality without considering age in there. That's a sign of maturity in a way.
It is, and it's somebody that I'd rather date than somebody who's specifically looking for somebody younger than I am. Right. I don't want to date that person anyway, because this age issue that I have is going to be in my face all the time if I'm dating somebody who'd rather be going out with somebody who has a lower number than I do.
And I don't understand that, guys, because let's say you snag somebody who's 15, 20 years younger. What's going to happen in 10 years when you're looking a lot older and she's still looking pretty good? I'd be worried about her taking off someplace. Don't look at the age. The age is irrelevant. You want somebody who really has got a youthful attitude, who's got vitality, receptivity to you.
Ready to have a good time.
Ready to have a great time with you.
Yeah. And I also have to say that he's not the only guy that I know. I know many men who feel similarly that age is not what they're looking for when they're looking for a companion.
It's more the connection, right? Can we connect?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.